Hello, I'm Peter Sage with an up-close comment on how it is that Donald Trump is able to say things that just aren't true, and yet he's believed by so many people. Now, I think that number one part of his talent, his skill at this, is that he seems to actually believe what he says, at least during the time he's saying it. He has confidence. He sells the lies. He sells things he knows aren't true, and we pick up on that confidence. Another thing is he's consistent. He's kind of genuine when he says things that aren't true because he never presented himself as Mr. Virtue. He presented himself as a kind of competent, winning scoundrel, a person who finagles, who exaggerates, who sells it. It's the art of the deal, not the art of being virtuous. And, by having started out that way as a person who is not exactly trustworthy, who will say things that you want to hear. I mean, after all, he says he's going to cut our taxes and give us better roads and bridges and a bigger military and great trade deals with everybody in the world. And we're going to win until we get tired of winning. I mean, yeah, right. But that's how he presented himself, and it's an appealing sort of thing to hear. Part of what we're seeing here, too, is Donald Trump being very skillful in communicating with folks, that he sees the world they do. When he sends out these kind of nasty videos on Muslims that make the British go apoplectic, he doesn't apologize for that. After all, he's communicating with his base, maybe even with the entire world, that he doesn't like Muslims. I mean, it's an odd thing to say, but a great many people don't like Muslims here in America. So he's communicating that. Hey, he says nasty things about Obama and Colin Kaepernick and other prominent black people. And a lot of people in the country, not me, but a lot of people in the country, in general, think the blacks have it too easy. We bent over backwards too long, too far, and that it's time that somebody stands up to them, and that's what he's doing. There's a current problem for people in Hollywood and in politics everywhere, and that's sexual abuse in the past. It's all coming out to grab Matt Lauer and Al Franken, and John Conyers in the news now. And incredibly enough, Donald Trump is dishing it out, but has a problem. And that problem is that Access Hollywood tape where he admitted and it's saying, he reached out and grabbed women, etc. You can kiss him if you want. All those things. I mean, it's an outrageous sort of tape, and it's right there. He's doing something very cynical but clever. He's telling people you don't have to believe your own eyes and ears. And it's like that Marx Brothers movie, Who Do You Believe, Me or Your Own Eyes? He's telling people that tape is fake. Well, we all know it isn't fake, but he's giving people an excuse. If you don't want to believe something that conflicts with what you want to believe, you got to give people a kind of a slender thread. And that slender thread is, well, maybe that tape is fake. When it comes down to it, Donald Trump isn't about telling the truth. It's about communicating that he's on your side, that he sees the world the way you see the world. The people you don't like, the people you don't trust, he doesn't like or trust them either. And that's why he's president.